Hello children. In the previous video, we had seen operations on real numbers, that was addition and subtraction. Okay. Specifically, we had done with our irrational numbers. Now today, some more operations we are going to see. Now suppose if A and B are any positive real numbers. Okay. They are any positive real numbers. Then the first is root A into root B. We can write it as square root of A into B. Okay. For example, if it is root 2 into root 3, we can write it as root of 2 into 3, that is equal to root 6. So what will be my root 5 into root 2? Yes, it will be what? Root 5 into 2, that is root 10. Okay. Next, with the help of that, we can write this as root A into root A. Will it be root of A into A? Root of A into A is what? Root of A square. Yes, what is square root of A square? I'll be getting it as A. So always whenever you have, now here for example we have given as root 3 into root 3. Yes. So root 3 into root 3 will be having it as equal to 3. What will be root 11 into root 11? It will be equal to 11 itself. Okay. Next one. Root A by root B. We can write it as root of A by B. For example, root 5 by root 3. We can write it as root of 5 by 3. Okay. Next identity it is root of A plus root B into root of A minus root B. Okay. Have you remembered A plus B into A minus B? What was the identity? A plus B into A minus B? Yes. It was A square minus B square. Okay. The same thing, check whether here it is root A plus root B into root A minus root B. Yes, both are the same. So what it was? A square. Now here what is my A? My A is root of A. So root of A square minus root of B square. Okay. So what is root of A square? That is always A. Okay. And root of B square is always equal to B. Is that clear? Next, A plus root B into A minus root B. Again, the same identity, A plus B into A minus B. A square minus B square. But here B is what? Root B. So what will I have is root of B square. That means I'll be getting it as A square minus B. Okay. Next is root of A plus B into root of C plus root D. What we should do? Use your distributive property. Okay. So how to have distributive property? It should be root A into bracket root C plus root D. Okay. Sign here is plus. So plus root B into bracket root C plus root D. Okay. Now have your separate means just multiply that root A inside the bracket. So root A into root C, I'll get root of AC. Root A into root D, I'll get as root of AD. Okay. Then root B into root C, I'll get as root of BC. And root B into root D, it is your root of BD. Okay. That means whenever you have all the terms different, okay, so directly you can use your distributive property. First term multiplied with this bracket, whatever the sign, plus that term multiplied with the second bracket. Okay, and simplified. Then this is root of A plus root B the whole square. Now, is it your identity of the form A plus B the whole square? What was A plus b whole square. Yes, it was a square plus 2ab plus b square. Yes, the same thing. Now root a square plus 2 into ab. This is a, this is b. So root 2 into root a into root b plus root b whole square. And hence you will get it as a plus 2 root ab plus b. Is that clear? Okay. Now I'll see some examples regarding this identities. Now simplify the following expression. 3 plus root 5 into 3 minus root 5. Yes, which form? It is of the form a plus b into a minus b. So what should I get? I should get as a square minus b square. So it should be 3 square minus root 5 square. Okay. So I'll be getting as 3 square is 9. Root 5 square is what? Is 5. And hence you will get 9 minus 5 as 4. Okay. Next is 2 plus root 11 into 5 minus root 3. Now see whether I have both the terms numbers are same. No. All the terms in your brackets are different. Here 2 plus root 11. Here it is 5 and minus root 3. So which property you have to use? Make use of here which one? It should be your distributive property. So how to use? This 2 multiplied with the second bracket plus root 11 into multiplied with the second bracket. And then simplify it. 2 into 5, 10. 2 into minus root 3 is minus root 2. Then root 11 into 5 is 5 root 11. And minus root 3 into root 11. Root a into root b is root of a into b. So I'll be getting the answer as, yes, 10 minus 2 root 3 plus 5 root 11 minus root 33. Clear? Next. Till 8th standard, you have studied your laws of exponents. Yes, the same thing we are going to have. The same. Only just in that case we had considered m and n were your integers. Here we are going to consider your m and n are rational numbers and a is any positive real number. Okay. So first is your a raised to m into a raised to n. So what will I have is a raised to m plus n. Okay. Second is a raised to m divided by a raised to n. Yes, it is a raised to m minus n. Next, a raised to m bracket raised to n. It will be what? I have to just multiply this and this n. So it is a raised to m into n. Then a raised to m into b raised to m. Now whether the base are different but the powers are the same. So in that case I have to take that power outside and I'll get as a into b bracket raised to m into n. Also a raised to 0, that means any number raised to 0. If I am writing 100 raised to 0, it will be, answer will be what? 1 itself. So a raised to 0 is equal to 1 and 1 by a. 1 by a you will get as a raised to minus 1. See how you are going to get this? 1 can I write it as a raised to 0? Yes. And a means it is a raised to 1. That means, is it of this form? A raised to m divided by a raised to n. So it will be a raised to 0 minus 1. So you are getting a raised to minus 1. Clear? Okay. See the next. Root a is same as a raised to 1 by 2. Okay. That means if I write it as square root of 5, I can write the same as, if I am writing in terms of exponents, it will be 5 raised to 1 by 3. Sorry, 1 by 2. Okay. 5 raised to 1 by 2. Clear? If it is square root of 11, I can write it as 11 raised to 1 by 2. Okay? Then, in the similar manner, if it is nth root of a, I can write it as a raised to 1 by n. That means, suppose if it is cube root of a, okay, that means what should I write? A raised to 1 by 3. Is that clear? Okay. Now next. A raised to m by n is same as, can I write m by n as 1 by n into m? Okay. The same thing I have written. And again, using the property, we can write a raised to 1 by n raised to m. Okay. Then, since a raised to 1 by n is root n, we can write this part as root a. So root a bracket raised to m. Okay. The same thing you can write it as nth root of a raised to m. Okay. Because after this step I can write it as a raised to m bracket raised to 1 by n. Commutative property with respect to your multiplication. In the rational numbers, it holds. A into b equal to b into a. So your 1 by n into m is same as m into 1 by n. So I'll be getting this. Okay? Is that clear? This is what? The properties. Now using that properties, we will see how to solve the problems. Simplify the following. 5 raised to 1 by 3 into 11 raised to 1 by 3. Check whether my base are same. What is the base here? 5. What is the base here? 11. That means my base are not same. After that, check whether my powers are same. Yes, powers are same. Okay. So what to do? Which identity it is? A raised to m into b raised to m. Okay. So how I can write is a into b bracket raised to m. So what will I get here? 5 into 11 bracket raised to 1 by 3. So I'll be getting the answer as 55 raised to 1 by 3. Clear? Now, next question. 5 raised to 3 by 2 bracket raised to 2. Okay. Now what is a raised to m raised to n? Yes, it is a raised to m into n. Okay, this 2 we have to multiply. Same thing, it will be what? 5 raised to this 3 by 2 multiplied with 2. So 3 by 2 multiplied with 2. So this 2 and this 2, it will get cancelled. And then you will get as 5 raised to 3. But 5 raised to 3 is what? 125. So that will be the answer. Okay. Similar examples. Now see, the question will be find something. Suppose it is 27 raised to 1 by 3. Okay. Always check what you have at the denominator whenever the question is find. Okay. And if I have something 27 raised to 1 by 3, okay, then what to do is we have to check what is the denominator. Now here denominator is 3. Then since denominator is 3, check whether this 27 I can write in, means my power I should get it as 3. Which number raised to 3 is 27? I'll be getting as what? 3 raised to 3 is 27. Okay. So I can write 27 as 3 raised to 3 and this 1 by 3 as it is. Okay. So m into n I'll be getting as 3. This 3 and this 3 will get cancelled. The answer is equal to 3. Okay. Next, 16 raised to 3 by 2. what I have told? Check your denominator of the power. Now denominator is what? 2. Now whose square is 16? Yes, whose square? My 4 square is 16. Okay, so I can write instead of this as, I can write here 4 square raised to 3 by 2. Okay, that is same as 4 square into 4 square into 3 by 2. So this and this 2 will get cancelled and it will be your what? 4 cube, and hence you will get the answer as 64. Always check what is the denominator. That is the main thing. Now see whether you can try this. 8 raised to minus 1 by 3. Yes, what is the denominator? Denominator is 3. Don't think of minus sign first. Just check the denominator. Denominator is 3. So what I have to check? Whose cube is 8? It is 2 raised to 3. So I wrote instead of 8 as 2 raised to 3. So 2 raised to 3 raised to raised to minus 1 by 3. So 3 and 3 will get cancelled. Then I'll have 2 raised to minus 1. But a raised to minus 1 is always what? 1 by a. So the answer is 1 by 2. Okay, this is the homework. And this homework you can take time for 2 days. Okay, thank you. Hope this part it is clear to you. Okay.